Hi everybody. It's a Monday morning. And here we are out. And this is going to be an easy and quick little day. I'm on the tail end of a vacation and I want to take it easy. I planned this out. This is somewhere we've been. It's not completely unheard of. It's just a small little park, small little town. But there's a reservoir, which is nice. We've seen quite a number of waterfowl there, but that's not our goal for today. My goal is simple. The last time, I think, or one of the times I've been here, we've been here a couple of times. It's pretty close to where we can park. There's a huge parking area here. I can pull right up over next to the steps, which gets me up to there. And then there's a large field full of whatever kind of stuff is in the field. Cattails, maybe? I don't know. But the point is that we saw red-winged blackbirds consistently, I'm pretty sure. And they're always up at the tops and they're going back and forth. And so my thought is, why not actually get some footage? Red-winged blackbirds are really cool. They're blackbirds, but then they've got that red wing underneath when you see when they take off. So why don't I try to get some video specifically of that, but not with the video camera. We'll do photos and video, and that was the whole point. And it's just a quick, easy, I'll probably be here for maybe an hour and then call it done. I just wanted something. It's still going out. It's still doing all the things. The streak continues. We're still doing exactly what we want, but then I can go back home. just a quick little thing, because it is, in fact, at the end of a vacation and I'm tired. I've been doing a lot of stuff and I'm ready to call it done at the end of a vacation for sure. So yeah, I think that'll do it. Let's go see. If for some reason we don't see red-winged blackbirds, I'll be sad, but that seems pretty unlikely because again, they've been here every single time. Alrighty, let's get out there. Here's a fun thing. When you record on a video camera, on a digital video camera nowadays, you record your track, you got your video, your audio track, and a time code. The time code is the time that you are recording. If you, for example, press the record button at exactly 9 a.m. and you record a 3-minute clip, the time code goes from 9 a.m. to 9:03. And if you are recording on multiple devices that are exactly in sync, you can easily take that and go, okay, sync this up at 9 o'clock, and it runs there. That's what I was thinking I would do. But you know what you need to do to that is actually make sure your time codes are in sync, because otherwise they're not at all. So just kind of playing around with this was an idea that I thought I'll wear the lav mic. I'll take my handheld camera, just set it up wherever I can find a spot on the ground near me, so it's got some weird angles. And I'll just kind of do commentary as I'm going, because again, it's just an hour out there. I thought maybe it's kind of like a bird watching along with me. I don't know. I was just kind of playing with it. And then I would be easily able to take the synced footage and insert the clips of the wildlife that we saw through the camera. But that doesn't work when you don't sync the devices. And you can force them. I have with the bigger setup. A device, I use these audio sync devices to make sure that the audio and the video stay in sync and the camera stay in sync to each other. So if I need to sync them up, it's easy because they're all recording to the same time code. Didn't do that here. So the little handheld camera and the wildlife camera that we're using are not in sync at all. And I have no good way besides sitting through, watching for me to press the button and try to figure it out. And I don't want to do that. So I'm kind of just going to insert these clips wherever. They're not really going to make sense, but enjoy. Sorry, I've learned a lesson on that, and maybe I won't do this again, and maybe I'll do it again, and I'll make sure that they're actually in sync. I just thought it would be a fun little thing to bring along a camera while I do a quick hour of bird watching. Ah, well. This is certainly going to be an interesting angle. We're basically directly on a cliff. Cliff is the wrong word. There's definitely a steep descent. But that's okay. We'll make it work. There actually weren't as many red-winged blackbirds as I thought there would be.
there have been many, many more, usually, when I'm out here. So this is certainly different. I had to walk further around. I thought right by the parking lot is where we'd see them, but not today. That's okay. I walked around to the point where I saw a couple, but they are not where I thought they'd be, which figures. And I'll tell you what, immediately as we sat down, plane went right overhead. Right overhead, which is fun. Hopefully it doesn't continue that pattern. It's not like it's flight path over and over today. We'll see. We'll see. So because of this, this is going to be an interesting angle. Everything's it's fully down. There's a ditch, and I'm just off the path, obviously. I'm sure you either heard or saw the car that just went past, which is the Parks Department doing the trash. This is a noisy park. There's cars all around. There's road noise everywhere. I don't expect to get really good quality audio, but certainly hope to see something. There's a mourning dove. That's not what we're here for, but some slight clouds. Should be fine. I wasn't expecting this. I thought this would be an easy thing. Every time I've come out, it's red-winged blackbirds all over this area. Just all throughout I still don't know. They're not really cattails, but they're strong enough that the birds can land on them, and they move with it, but it's not bad. It's literally whatever is out here in the field. I don't know what the growth is. The foliage. No, foliage refers to more like leaves, doesn't it, in the tree? Yeah, this is not the right tripod for this. I had another one in the car that's actually more video, so I can do panning and tilting This is a ball mount, so it's fully, yeah, this is not what I had in mind, but I forgot to bring the plate. Put the tripod in the car. Brought 2 tripods. I have another camera over here so that I could get the wide angle shot, and I'll have to just trade with it and take turns. Because forgot the plate. It won't work without the tripod plate. Gotta remember that. And it doesn't. I have a bottom of the camera is a foot, right, off the lens. You put a tripod plate on there in order to adapt it to the point where it has the mounting points for a tripod to attach to the tripod head. And there's 2 kinds. It's pretty standard. Photography is Arca Swiss across everything. It's all the same size until you move up to video, and then it's bigger. And of course, if you don't have the plate, it doesn't do you much good now, does it? I don't think me talking is causing a problem here, because this is a very busy trail. We're going to see people pretty regularly walking. Like, this is a busy small park. There's not much to it. I've come here before. There's definitely some waterfowl out there. I guess I could turn around and shoot that if I get bored. But that is not what the goal was for today. Plan may change. It's not even been 10 minutes, so let's give it a little while longer. There definitely were some blackbirds, but they were up in the tree. They weren't in their usual spot. I feel like it's the time of the year, right? But that doesn't really make any sense because I see red-winged blackbirds year-round, And the males are often so loud. I mean, they're one of the most common ones. If you go back through any video that I've done once we've gotten out here, they weren't nearly as common on the East Coast, I feel like. Well, not that I saw, but like constantly. They're probably the one I've heard the most because they have such a distinct call and they're all over the place. And just nothing today? Really? I thought this would be a sure thing. Some mallards just landed, so there's definitely some clearing over there. I don't know if there's water. There's gotta be though, right? Like typically where they land. In this field of whatever. I should learn the types of things. Some of them are weeds. I mean, we classify as weeds. Maybe they are cattails. Maybe this counts as a bit of a water area. Obviously, there's water right nearby. Some of them landed in a tree, but they are so very, very far away. And that's the other thing, they're usually right here, right up close. I thought this was gonna go differently. 15 minutes. Well, I always see them amongst these reeds, cattails, whatever they are. I got nothing today. Just nothing. Waterfowl in the water. Let's look at that instead. Let's make something out of this. I moved spots. Now there are 2 planes flying directly overhead. What is that? It's something on the top of the tree. Not a great angle. Sparrow. doesn't really work, does it? No, you don't have to do. Just stay there. It's a weird angle, but we're on a hill. What I'm trying to do is get it in flight in the slow motion. A higher frame rate, but I do not. The bird is not moving. Just hanging out at the top there of that tree. I don't know what kind of sparrow it is. If it is a sparrow. It might be a starling. It's really far. It's so small. I mean, it's the best we can do. I'm at 600 with the extender, but it's not close, that's for sure. That was kind of the thought process for today, was simply, can I, alright, this isn't going to work, is it? Turn back over here. Problem is that it won't stay if it's not sitting on level ground. Anyway, that was my thought process, was come out, watch red-winged blackbirds, do some photos of them like taking off and in flight, because I could see them awfully close, and to get some normal frame rate video, then switch it over to the high quality one, because I almost never mess with that on this camera, and this is lightweight enough for me to just kind of grab and go. The quality's definitely lesser. Come on. And of course I have to kind of predict when I think the bird's going to take off. Oh, it's definitely flapping around. It's not getting audio right now, so I can talk over this. And thankfully that's when the planes are going to pass, because how are there's not even an airport around here, is there? Everywhere I go, there's a small prop planes going directly over. Why? How are there so many? Thankfully, since we're doing the high frame rate, it doesn't record audio, so not something I need to worry about, but not getting what I was hoping for here with it taking off. There we go. I wasn't looking at the camera, but I know we got it in shot. The way I had it framed, we at least should get the takeoff. Well, that's one thing. That's cool. Not what I was planning on today. The whole plane's going out the window. hear birds, but I don't see them. Morning. It's been an hour. That's about all I was thinking I would do, but I thought that would be a jam-packed hour, and we are not getting that. So with earbuds so easily accessible, why place things out loud? Why? Podcast or otherwise, just why? Come on now. I would never. I think they're flickers. Ah, well. We get what we get. Well, it is what it is. I definitely thought I had, whoop, let me spin this thing around. I'm going to set it on there and grab the bird book just to double check what we saw. I certainly was hoping for more than what we saw today. I had a very specific, thinking it would be easy goal in mind, and it did not happen. But that's okay, we made the best of what we could, kind of. Let's see here. So, just real quick, the entire point, we've come here multiple times, and walking along the reservoir, right down off the ditch, there is some kind of growth. I don't know exactly. It seems like cattails to me, but I never see the full, like, it's almost like not cattails, but really tall. It's not grass. I don't know what it is. I should learn the foliage so I can speak more elegantly about it. But we always, every time I've come out here and I've seen it, I have always seen red-winged blackbirds constantly throughout them. The males are making a big ruckus, the females are following around, they're chasing each other, it's a whole thing, consistently, every time we've come out. And I don't know why not today, because I kind of thought that would happen. I was definitely thinking this would be an easy thing. I just wanted an easy, light camera setup. I don't usually do video with this camera, but I thought, why not? It just didn't happen. It just did not happen today. No red-winged blackbirds out there. It's a bummer, that's for sure. Well, okay, we did see some red-winged blackbirds, but they were much further away. They were not where I thought they would be. I don't know if that's, maybe it's for spring and summer when they're out there and they're trying to attract a mate. Maybe that's more. If we come back in the spring and we do this exact thing, we'll get much better results. Maybe the last time I came here it was in the spring. I honestly don't remember. It's been a few times, but it just didn't quite happen. We still saw, some, we did see a red-winged blackbird up in a tree, and I wanted to test a few things on the camera. The Sony camera, I don't usually use for video. I got it so that I could do video, but the video is lesser quality than the Blackmagic cameras. It's not, I don't have nearly as much manual control over things the way I like. I can manually control everything, but focusing is, anyway. And editing's it's just easier to edit when you shoot in RAW, right? So, I'm sure I've talked about that, but a very brief thing, if you shoot a picture in RAW, you have access to the RAW photo, which means you can make adjustments to it in your editing better than you can if you basically, like, I'm trying to think of how, I know there are better explanations of this online, so feel free to go look up one of those instead. But imagine if you were to, nope, painting a picture doesn't work because when you put the paint on there, it would be like, there is, you make a meal, you cook food, and you have your food. Is this the best analogy? You have your food and you cook it, but before you season it in any way, it's bland, but it has potential. Depending on if you put the right seasonings and the right things on it, it could come out great, or it could be too much and it's hard to take away. You can't really take back those things. But imagine if you don't shoot in RAW and you shoot directly into like JPEG or some other format, you're just shooting it seasoned as is. It comes out as it is. You can't get as much out of it as you could if you had it in a RAW state. Sure, that's the best analogy I can do. Anyway, that's the whole point. You shoot in RAW, but this is not photos, this is video. I can get similar results out of my camera with shooting in RAW on that stuff, but for video, it's a whole other almost ballgame with the Blackmagic cameras because I'm editing in the Blackmagic software. They shoot in RAW, and they allow me to go in and edit things, like specifically changing settings that were on the camera, like how sensitive the sensor is. They've got a really cool, I've never seen anything else. I also don't try to edit anything else, so, but shooting in with Blackmagic cameras and editing it in their software, let's say it was overexposed, I can come back from that a bit because I can adjust the ISO after the fact in the editing because it was shot in RAW. I can't do that with the Sony. I don't think. I've certainly never tried it, and I don't think I could. It might require another piece of software if they even allow for something like that. They definitely do let you shoot in RAW, and I do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't usually use this. I have a much better video setup. That's what we did on Saturday. That's what we do most Saturdays, and then Mondays is still photography. But I thought, oh, you know what I really like to do? I'd like to get pictures, video, and there's a third option, which is a high frame rate, so it can be a slower motion. All of that, well, not the photos, but the video and the slow motion stuff, high frame rate works much better on the Blackmagic cameras. But I didn't want to lug out the Blackmagic cameras for this. And I thought they're nice and close, red-winged blackbirds. I can watch them doing their thing, doing a call, taking off, so you see the red in the wing. All that is beautiful. An easy goal to hit. And clearly it didn't work today, but that's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes it doesn't. Still saw red-winged blackbird up in the tree, a female. Still saw northern flicker, some doves, sparrows, various other things of common types. Didn't hit the goal we attempted to, but that's okay. It is what it is. It doesn't always work out. We make the most of it, saw what we could, and we'll try again next time for something different, probably. And I don't know what's going on with, maybe I'll just come back in the spring. Maybe that's what happened with this. I don't understand it, because I definitely feel like I've been here in the winter and I saw red-winged blackbirds doing the exact same thing, but there was just nothing today. The weather hasn't been, it's getting slightly colder, but it's warm now. It's hot even for this. Like, I dressed more casually than I usually do, and this is still, it's now uncomfortably hot right now because I was sitting in the sun. It's not like it's been super rainy. It was rainy a week or two ago. I can't think of I don't know. Because they're here year round. Just didn't happen today. Consistently happens all the other time. Didn't happen today. It is what it is. I'm gonna get out of here. Ah, well. Still got something. It wasn't like it was nothing, but it was definitely not the goal that I had in mind. So I will come back when I need another easy day, maybe at the next vacation. Bye, everybody.